Hello, today we are going to make Moroccan khubz Alkesrah together, a delicious bread. It is characterized by a strong olive oil flavor. We add about 2 cups of white flour and half a cup of whole wheat flour. Also half a cup of semolina and half a cup of ground oats with a little turmeric to add higher nutritional value. We dig a hole and put a teaspoon in it, and a half teaspoon of instant yeast for baking. Then we add a cup of warm water at a temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. We put a teaspoon of honey. Cover the pot for 10 minutes. Let the yeast activate. After 10 minutes, we proceed to add all of the remaining ingredients. A teaspoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of olive oil and we start kneading. First using a spoon, then using my hand. We add about half a cup. Or it may take less time than half a cup, as needed for the flour. We should avoid adding the water all at once to ensure better mixing. I used about a cup or a quarter cup. Then I kneaded it by hand. Knead for 3 to 4 minutes to prevent the dough from sticking to hands. He adds a little flour if he needs it to help prevent it from sticking too much to surfaces. Place the dough into the fermentation bowl and add a tablespoon of high-quality olive oil and let the mixture sit for 1 hour to rise and double in size. Here, after it has doubled in size, we release it from the fermentation bowl. Then we cut it into 4 sections. Of course, the size depends on personal preference. Then we gently fold it this way without pressing down too much, simply folding it to preserve its original shape and texture. The tiny bubbles that formed during the natural fermentation process were quite fascinating. We make every effort not to press too hard, focusing primarily on shaping instead. Neat circles. Then we place them in a tray, lined with paper, wax paper. We also spread it out this way. With a little olive oil on our hands during the spreading process to prevent sticking, we then cover them securely and let them rise. Ferment for 30 minutes. This is what they look like after 30 minutes, and we wipe them with a little olive oil without applying pressure on them, ensuring that the bubbles that have formed do not vanish or disappear. Then we add the mixture from black sesame oats, then we gently sprinkle it with a little bit of water before placing it in the oven. To prepare for baking, we place the tray in the oven and heat it for a full 20 minutes during the preheating process. We carefully place it in the oven, which has been preheated for 20 minutes, with heat coming from both the top and bottom mat. Bake at a temperature of 200 degrees Celsius for about 15 to 20 minutes until it turns a lovely golden brown like this. Slices are cut and served with olive oil. New and delicious.